Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Jeff with PicknProsper. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller, and I am with my son today. We're going to hit the Goodwill bins, the Goodwill Outlet store, and we're going to try to find as many items as we can because the cost basis is really in our favor here. We can generally get stuff for very cheap, probably down, average out like $1.50, let's just say an item. But we are going to I'll show you the location we're at here. This is the store we're going into. It's a different one that we haven't been here in probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months. So we're getting our bags together. We use the IKEA bags mostly, and we have this little cart to help us, lug it around. But we'll bring some other smaller bags. We'll try to load up as much as we can and get hopefully electronics today. I'm going to also scan the clothes. If we can find some clothes, we always do, of course. But really the hard goods and the electronics are going to be what we're targeting today. So we'll take some more footage inside and see what we can find, or show you at least what we found. Yeah, it's cold out here today. It's in the probably in the 30s, low 30s, I don't know. But we actually got front row parking today, which was surprising. Maybe that's a really good sign. So we're going to go in here and check it out. We have a huge pile here we're going through. it's going to take a bit, but we're going to have to go through everything and just see if anything's worth actually bringing home with us. Here's what we got. We're going to go check out. Looks like we'll be paying, there's the rates if you can read it, $1.99 a pound. And got some most decent amount of clothes, quite a few electronics. Be checking out here soon. Okay, so we're back from the bins today. Had a pretty good day overall, I think. Our total cost was $79, and we counted up, spread all over the floor here, 54 items that we believe we can sell, which brings the math down to $1.46 per item. If you can see that, so there's the total, $1.46 per item on the buy cost, which is pretty good. That's why we like going to the bins, of course, is to give us the margin we need. And like I've said before in my other videos about our bins trips, is normally we get 1 or 2 items, 2 or 3 items that like sell quickly for a good amount of money, and then I hit that break-even point. And then after that, it's normally just trickling sales for months and weeks, months afterward. And I've been finding that on the last 2 bins trips that we did is I'm still selling stuff just continually for small amounts, generally on a lot of stuff, smaller amounts. But as you can see, with 54 items sprawled out here, I think overall we're going to come out pretty well on this haul. Matter of fact, I think for $79, I wouldn't be surprised if I make at least $400 off of these items, maybe a little bit more. Anyway, so we'll start with what we got. First, we got 3 pairs of shoes, and the first one I found were these UFOs, and these are just the slides. There's the logo on the side. They're really dirty. They're going to need to be cleaned up, but these normally sell for around $30, and I've had no problem selling all the ones I found. So quick $30 on those, probably heading into the spring. Next, a pair of youth Crocs. And I don't normally get Crocs. I don't normally get youth size shoes on anything, but these are in really nice shape. Very little wear. And, you know, probably going to be a little slower seller, but Crocs are always good for me. Always sell generally really well. And then next, I got these, I guess you pronounce them Sanuk, or I think that's how you say it, Sanuk. And they're brand new with tags, um, flip-flops. So perfect time going into spring. These are pretty expensive and brand new with tags. So that could be, you know, $25, $30, maybe a little bit more. I'm not really sure. But so right there, you know, I could be looking at, you know, $60, $70 worth of those, just those shoes. Pretty much almost could pay for the whole load. All right, and then for clothes, clothes were very slim pickings for us today, and it was the competition at this particular location. I hate to use the word competition, but the crowd that was there was very aggressive at this location, and they just literally run up there and push their way in and just grab and grab and grab. I just don't like to do that. I usually will get in there, but I'll try to look around, and we will go back through several times afterward and still find some reasonably good things. But I don't like that push and shove stuff. And this location has been a little bit out of hand for it. They don't really monitor it very well. But anyway, we'll go over what we did find. So this first item is the Boy Scouts of America pants, and they're convertible pants. So they unzip here, and so they, you know, shorts to pants conversion. These feel like they're really nice condition, like they've hardly been worn. And the Boy Scout stuff surprisingly sells really pretty well. And again, going into spring and summer, perfect time for that. Then picked up this Joseph A. Bank. This is a brand that I don't normally get, but this is a wool quarter zip sweater, men's sweater with a nice cable like knitting on it, if you can see that. So I don't know, like again, you know, we are coming out of this colder season, but if I can get those listed quickly, maybe I can turn them around. Because I did get a couple wool pieces. Matter of fact, I just grabbed the second one here, which is again a Joseph A. Bank cable knit sweater. Really nice cable knit. This one's lamb's wool, and again, very good quality. Probably, you know, I was looking at comps around $25 for each one of those. If I can move them quickly, if not, they may end up sitting a while. I don't really know, but anyway, we'll give it a try. Next is this pink. It has the pink hoodie, Victoria's Secret's pink, and it's got the nice logo, and then of course the print all the way up around the hood, which makes it kind of a unique piece. Again, not a brand or item that I normally target, but I have sold a lot of the pink branded stuff, and normally, you know, get between $15 and $30 for those. Then we have a Tommy Bahama Golf women's little sleeveless shirt, and it is brand new with the tags. It says it's sold at Marshall's for 12 bucks. Oh. But, you know, it's still new with the tags. I'll take the Marshall tag off and see what we can get for it. But even if it got, you know, 15, 20 bucks brand new, that's, you know, that'd be great. Next up, we got these Nike Dry Fit lightweight joggers, and these always sell for me. These are a medium, but all the Nike stuff, and this is the lightweight with the zip ankles, always sells for me, and usually gets around 20 bucks. Then I've got this women's Athleta hoodie. Just nothing special, but just a black hoodie. I don't know, 15 bucks probably. This Denver Community, what is this? Denver Community, Denver, yeah, Community College of Denver. We like to find, you know, university stuff, college stuff. It seems to sell, and this is kind of a unique piece, being the community college. It may sit for a long time. I really don't know, but it is, again, kind of unique, so thought we'd give it a try. Then got these Prana men's shorts. These are the Zion, if I'm not mistaken. They have the belt. Actually, one of my personal favorites to wear. I may even keep these for myself. But these are a decent seller. If I sell them, they're probably around 25 bucks. Then got this Champion Notre Dame logoed shirt. Nothing special, just a t-shirt, but Notre Dame is one of the best selling schools. All the stuff I get from there sells. Another college. This is a University of Georgia Bulldogs hoodie. And this is also Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Champion branded. And again, really nice condition. Probably around 25 on that too. Just got a North Face beanie hat. Nothing special, but hopefully I can move this quickly before we're out of the season. And then found these Young LA, like a terry cloth shorts. It's got a nice hit on the back pocket. These are, what size are these? I don't know if these are women's or not, but they're size medium, I guess. But Young LA stuff, like the athletic stuff, always sells really good for me. I just don't find it that often, but I wish I did find it more often. Here is a pair of LL Bean, just pajama bottoms, and good size, big size, so not sure what I'll get on those. This is a Orvis, like a shacket, heavy duty. These are really nice. Whenever I find these in the thrift store, they always mark these up, and what I like about them is they have the pockets on the side. They're really comfortable. I hate to say it, but this might even be a keeper. I shouldn't say that, but when I do find these at the, like I said, at the thrift store, they always mark these up to like 10 bucks or more, and I never usually pick them up just because of that reason. But good find at the bins, because that could sell for probably around 20 bucks. Then we got a variety of hats. Got another Notre Dame piece. This is one of their hats. This is a nice. It has the Irish on the back.
New Era, I think.
New Era, yeah, New Era hat. And then a Vineyard Vines cap, like that. The Vineyard Vines have sold for me too pretty well in the past. This is what was this one again?
WWE John Cena. It's actually pretty, like, I saw a few for like 17, 20 bucks for some of them, in worse condition too. So that should be a pretty good one.
John Cena, huh?
Yeah,
it says hustle, loyalty, respect on the back. That's cool. I wasn't quite sure what that was. And this one was another unique.
It has a
piece.
Disney Parks one, Figment. I can't remember. It's like a certain ride, I think that character's on. But that one looked really good. It was about like $30 or so. It's a little dirty, but I think it could clean up pretty well.
Yeah, we'll give her a clean. That's just actually it's like makeup. It looks like the face makeup inside here. That'll clean up no problem.
Nice. Okay.
So that'd be a good seller.
Yeah.
And then one last hat was this Callaway, like the safari type hat, whatever they call these bucket hats. Drawstring on the back. Pretty nice. Looks like it's never been worn actually. So that could be, I don't even know if you looked it up.
I don't even think I did.
That could be probably
maybe 10, 12 bucks.
Could be at least 15, maybe more. All right, and then for the hard goods, or just general random stuff, got this Tommy Hilfiger, just a little small purse, really good condition. Not sure what it's worth. I did find a comp on one, but I can't remember. But it's probably $15 or something. Found this toadfish insulated mug thing, and actually I was surprised that pretty good brand. The Piers is a pretty good brand, and sells for around 15 to 20 bucks, something like that. Then picked up these, found a few golf head covers, but these are the Jacksonville Jaguar. Found two of them, and they're that old logo, like the Jaguars. And I don't know, it's got the numbered on for the club too on the top. I'm not sure if these will sell or not, but I thought I'd give them a try. They don't weigh hardly anything, so cost me 50 cents or whatever on those. And then another golf cover head. This is a Callaway Razor Fit Extreme. This I did see sell for around $15 and actually had a reasonably good sell-through on this one. So hopefully 15 on that. Then found this Tifosi, I think is how you pronounce it, glass case. And this particular one, we didn't count those. So that's another item. So we probably had 55 items.
Yeah,
But
okay.
this one had the lenses inside it too, the spare lenses. So I've sold this brand just the lenses before, or the frames before. And I don't think it's like a real high-end brand or anything, but maybe with these lenses in the case, maybe I can get like 15 bucks for it, hopefully. These I did shove in that case just to get them home, but these are, I think they call it Scojo or something like that frames, and they're the tortoiseshell kind of look. Really nice frames. They're the Baxter Street. I did look these up, and they did have some value. And even if the glass lenses are scratched, I can just list them for frames only, is what I normally do, and I sell these. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'll get for them or how long they're going to sit, but they do have some value. And then next is some Brooks Brother glasses, and I didn't even know Brooks Brothers made glasses, but these look like readers maybe, and they are the Brooks Brothers branded. So I have no idea what they're worth, but has the case and everything, so maybe something on that.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is a Sterapin right here that Nick found, and it's apparently for sterilizing water, like when you're up hiking or camping. And I don't know, when we looked this up, this exact one sold for like 60 bucks, if I remember right.
It was a pretty good one, at least.
Something like 60 bucks. Now, we'll have to go over it. Did turn on. I don't know much about it, but we'll do our research on it, and I'll get it listed. But wow, I'd be really happy if it made like 60 bucks. Then found this bronze shaver, and it does work. We don't have the charger for it, but it does work. And this particular model did have some value, so take what we can get out of that. Then got a Panasonic Blu-ray DVD, or just a Blu-ray player remote. This I'll try to pair up with another Panasonic player if I run into one, or if not, I can try to list it by itself. Probably not worth a bunch. May not be worth hardly anything. I don't know. Then I like to sell these too, the Brita water filters. It's still sealed, and these always sell. You don't get a lot of money on them, but almost a sure seller, no problem. This is a Nintendo, or no, a Nintendo Wii, yeah.
Like a racing wheel.
Racing wheel thing that you put the controller in, play the game.
Probably not a huge sale, but it might be okay.
We might even bundle it with another Wii if I find another Wii.
Yeah, that might be better.
I don't know. Then here's a Beats case, just a soft shell Beats case with a carabiner. Like I've sold a bunch of these before, and they get actually like around 10 bucks or sometimes more for different ones, but I would say probably 8 to 10 bucks on that. This is a Lasco remote. I always have good luck selling the Lasco ones. I don't know exactly what it's for. It's usually some sort of fan, ceiling fan or heater. Yeah, one or the other. So I'll have to do a little research, but they seem to always sell. Then just kind of randomly, but I found a cover of a Texas Instrument TI, probably a TI 83 or 84. And I just picked it up. It doesn't weigh anything, and I figure somebody's going to need to have the cover or want the cover for their calculator. So I don't know what it's worth, but I'm sure it'll probably sell. Then found this brand new Brother. It
was a typewriter ribbon or
typewriter ribbon. Makes sense, yeah. Typewriter ribbon cartridge thing.
Ribbon cartridge.
Still sealed. Just a black cartridge. Yeah, for film ribbon.
That was like 12, 15 bucks. I saw that was a pretty all right one for.
We'll take it.
Its size.
That's good. And then, it's hard sitting on the floor, especially when you get to my age. Then we found this button set for Florida Gators. Just brand new buttons. I don't know. I have no idea. There were selling sets of these, this particular brand. It was like $8 to $10, so it doesn't weigh anything. Then Nick found these really cool vintage lights,
like Christmas
GE,
lights, yeah,
like Christmas lights, and
they're like ice lights, lighted ice.
I think you can see a couple of them. They're just bulb lights that screw in, and they're still in the boxes, and the packages say 29 cents each. So I don't know how old they are, but it's really, I mean, they're definitely old. They're made in US, 29 cents each. I have no idea.
Like 60s, 50s, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
They're frosted. They have a frosted outside on them. So I have no idea, but
they were pretty good. It was like I saw a set of 4 like that. It was like $18, $20. So
wow,
that should be a good one for those.
Yeah, that'll be good for sure. And then Nick found this.
It's like a VCR remote. You plug it into a headphone jack. I don't know what brand or like what's Magnavox. I don't know what specific model uses that. I'm assuming it must be an older one before you had a remote, wireless remote and stuff. But that was I think $12-15. Pretty decent for the size. Yeah, these were good.
Then we found these Arrow. These are the Wi-Fi. This is like the Wi-Fi router, Arrow, EERO, and this is like one of the pods.
Like gateway or something.
And I know because I have these in my house, and they're pretty popular. And luckily found the power supplies for both of them. So the one, I believe, was what, 50, 60 bucks?
Yeah,
something like that. And then the pod was like 30 or something.
It's about 30, I think.
So, might be able to pay for everything with just those 2 items as well.
Right.
Then here's another really good item Nick
was
found.
an Apple Magic Keyboard, I think, but it has a Touch ID on it. And that one was really good sell-through. I think it was like 101 listed and 300 sold. So it was a really good, and it was about $80. So, that should be pretty much the whole haul right there in theory. So that was a really good one. I'm glad that I found that.
Yeah,
it was sitting in a bin that everybody picked over, so you never know what you find. You can, even if people go over it 100 times, you still could find something just in one pass after everybody went through it.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if just that one item really pretty much pays for everything? So I keep saying that over and over again, but you can see the theme here is we hit 1 or 2 or 3 of these bigger sales, and then the rest just gravy money. Next up is this.
It was a Corsair mouse pad that had like RGB lights on it. Not like super crazy sell through, but again, I think it was like about $20, $23, something like that. So kind of a bigger item, but still it should be pretty easy it should be a pretty easy sell.
We got a couple power supplies. I don't know.
Yeah, that one was for like I think it was a TV or a Samsung. Some kind of Samsung proprietary charger. But that was like $18, $20.
Wow.
And the same thing with the other one. I think it was a Dell or HP laptop, I think, charger. And that, again, I think was $15, $18 there.
Then you got this Dome sound machine. I'm getting a glare pretty good here. I may have to pull the curtains, but this is these sound machines. I picked one up at the last Ben's haul. It has not sold yet, but these are generally go for around $20 bucks, something like that, plus shipping. And I do always charge shipping on most of my items. I always charge shipping. So I didn't even test this, but hopefully it works. Should be pretty easy sell. And then just a Roku remote that actually...
It's an older one, but it had pretty good sell-through again. I think it's about $10. So pretty good.
Pretty good on that.
It's like a Google Nest.
Oh, yeah.
A Google Home or Nest charger. Again, not crazy, but it was about $8 to $9, I think. So that's not too bad.
Then a little Sony
portable DVD
player.
Looks pretty nice for the most part.
Yeah,
that was about $30, I think. You sold one kind of like that recently.
Yeah, we sold it. Yeah, we found one several months ago, but sold it. We'll just have to get a power supply and test it and everything. But these are really pretty nice, units. And then the keyboard.
This guy. I'm gonna do that first.
Oh yeah, so we got this. It's a wee
Component monster cable.
yeah, monster cable.
Not crazy, but again, I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks at least. So
Wow.
that
That'd be great
easy.
too.
What is this one? It's a Microsoft Natural Ergonomic keyboard. These I feel like I see these ones will sell for pretty good a lot and consistently. I think a lot of people really like that kind of ergonomic style. And that one again, I think was 35, 40 bucks pretty easily. You know, a little bit of wear and stuff on this, like kind of, I don't know if it's fake leather or what it is, but a little bit of wear and it's a little dirty, but as long as everything works, that should be a really easy sell right there too. I think that was really
And
good.
then oddly enough, like one of the clothes, you know, that I was checking out, I found a dollar bill in the clothes too. So it's funny, just a reminder, when you do buy used clothes, whether you get it from a retail store or definitely from the bins, check all the pockets, because I know my sister has found some clothes at the Goodwill Outlet stores that have had like $20 bills in them or more even sometimes. So check all your pockets whenever you buy clothes. But
Yeah,
that's
I think
what
that's
we got
it.
today. So far, I think again a good haul. I pretty much just going over the numbers through my head. I mean, it should be an easy, you know. I'm thinking 400
Yeah.
bucks for everything, for a $79 buy cost. And again, some of the stuff may take a little while to sell, but you know, we'll get this listed within the next so many weeks here, get all of it listed, and then we'll just trickle sales, and that's what we do with the outlet stores. And if you're new to the outlets, it is obviously by the pound. You pay $1.99 at this location that we went to. It may be different in your area, and if so, I'd like to know in the comments what you pay for your for the weight charges at your Goodwill Outlet, just out of curiosity to see if it's similar to what we're paying here. But for that cost, for $1.99 a pound, you know, you really can't beat it. And even though, you know, we fought through the crowds and fought through a lot of the digging and dirt and the trash stuff that you have to dig through, it's still worth it for the time we invested in this trip.
Definitely.
So appreciate you sticking with us today. It was a good trip, and hopefully we'll be back again soon with another Ben's trip, or if not, I'm sure I'll have another thrift trip for inventory. But this is going to be a good amount of inventory for me to sell, so I'm happy with that for now. So thanks again for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.